Let's talk about the creation of Joe Exclusive Touch. Roughly 2 years ago, I moved to Austin, Texas to start a career in tech. And being in a new city, not knowing anyone, I had so much free time. What was I going to do with that free time? I had no idea. So I decided to call my friend who's an entrepreneur, Cherry Godden, and I was like, what am I going to do with all this free time? Like, I should be able to use it and make extra money. But the only catch was whatever I decided to do could not interfere with my full-time job. So talking through different opportunities and going down memory lane, when we were back at FAMU, the #1 HBCU in the country, I was Cherry's hair assistant. I used to braid her clients down. So we were like, girl, just start doing hair. And I was like, you know what? That is probably the best idea. So you know what I had to do next? I went to our favorite shopping place, Amazon.com, and I purchased a braider starting kit. That included a mannequin, a stand for the mannequin, a comb, and some clips, the bare basics. And I practiced every day for roughly 3 weeks. And the crazy part is, the more I practiced, the more doubtful I became. I was like, should I really be doing this? Am I really good enough? And when people say, make sure you surround yourself with people who wants you to succeed, I know personally how important that is. So every time I did a hairstyle on the mannequin, I would take a picture, go in a group chat with family and friends, and I'm like, hey y'all, tell me what's up. Like, be real. How did I do? And they were outstanding. Like, of course, they gave me constructive feedback and would also send me videos of other braiders so I can see other techniques if what I wasn't doing wasn't working. And I took that feedback and I made those adjustments, and I was like, I'm ready. I'm ready for my first client. But then at that point, I was like, how can I reach out to a stranger and say, hey, can I do your hair, without even having a business name? So I was like, okay, we got to create a business name. I wanted something simple and easy. So Joe Exclusive Touch was the go-to. Joe's because my first name is Joanna. Exclusive because I felt like my services were going to be exclusive. And Touch indicated that I was providing a service. And once I was able to create the name, I went ahead and created an IG and a TikTok. My IG had roughly 100 followers. But my first initial posting was my first client who booked a tribal knotless braid. She was my first client, so I did it for free. But let me tell y'all, when I was done, I shocked myself. I could have charged her. Like, them braids were clean. And I'm not over exaggerating. But remember, this was like a side hustle. So I didn't have the ability to do hair every day. But I was consistent on the weekends where I was taking clients, posting on IG, and I started to see my social media grow. So I went from roughly 100 followers, then my first 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, and now I'm sitting roughly at 5.5K. But my reels are reaching like 1 million views, which is crazy. And I would say this was all because of consistency. Like, I did not give up. Even though I was super busy working full-time in tech, I started my MBA program and I mentor students. So I had to really figure out the true definition of time management to be able to do all the things I wanted to do without burnout. And now looking back at my progress, managing my corporate career, pursuing my MBA, and starting a side hustle, it can be challenging. But I think I found the formula to achieve work-life balance. So if you're interested, click subscribe and turn on your notifications and stay tuned.